¿Qué huele? What's going down? Talks it again con el hijo del plomero, Manny Alcatraz.
What up?
And we also got the Talks hitman, Ash, over there in the OK.
Right.
And bringing back a very special guest. I mean, we're all excited to have her back, man. This shit is dope, especially to see where she was when we first had her to where she's at right now, man. It's just good stories, good stuff. Gigi's in the house. What's up? What's up?
Yeah. What's going on, girl?
Hi guys.
How you doing?
Thanks for having me back.
Oh no, thanks for being back.
And you know what? Everyone's like, Gigi, you didn't have Gigi. Oh, it's because she used to be known as Miss Michel. So you know what?
Yeah.
We move on in life and we improve. You know what
That's
I'm
right.
saying? Things change. You know what I mean? He used to be Rocky Maivia. He used to be, right? Not anymore. Now he's Dwayne.
Now he's all the way to Dwayne.
Oh, you're
Now
right.
he's Dwayne.
Or
Dewey. Now we
as we call him, DJ. Not
DJ.
you know.
But yeah, so what's been going down ever since the last time we talked? I know we just found out you made it to WOW, which is WOW, Women of Wrestling.
Mhm.
What's something that you could tell us about the journey into that, and maybe how they reached out to you or how you felt, you know, when they contacted you?
Yeah, so the journey to getting to WOW, I just been training so much I go to the Hybrid School of Wrestling in San Antonio. And I mean, you never know who's gonna walk in the door. Like we always have like scouts, seminars, anything like that. And at the time, there was a scout that came through and got my information and gave it over to the creator and founder, David McLean, for Women of Wrestling. And it was a matter of time that I got a phone call and they offered me the opportunity to be a part of the roster for the new season. And yeah, it's been a thrilling, crazy ride, but I'm so happy to be doing it, you know, for myself and for my family and just to inspire other people that anything is possible.
And that
Awesome.
WOW, if you're allowed to speak on it, is that filmed in Texas or is that outside?
So it's outside of Texas. We film in LA, downtown LA. We do all our filming and taping there, but hopefully, if we continue doing so well, hopefully we could start touring. That would be great.
Damn,
Oh, yeah.
So that's crazy. You're hitting these trips out to LA and then back home and LA back home.
Yeah,
How has that been?
it's been fun. I mean, I enjoy it. I'm all for traveling and going back and forth to LA and Texas, and it's a lot of fun meeting very great people along the way. It's been a really cool ride.
That's
That's
cool,
cool.
man. That's when things start feeling good, when you have to travel for what you're down
Yeah.
doing, right?
Hey, so
Like,
WOW,
all right.
WOW is Women of Wrestling, right?
Yes.
And it's because I remember back in, like, how old is it? It's older than what we know, right?
It goes way back to the 80s. It used to be Glow.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. It's because I remember.
Yes.
I remember it could be something different, but I remember it was like a couple years back, like 2002 or 3 or some shit. But I seen that some kid won the lottery in Colorado and he started that WOW back in the day. I
Oh,
don't know
wow.
if it's still the same one though, or maybe I got my shit wrong, but I remember that I've been trying to find out if it's still the same WOW.
No, I don't think
okay.
it is. I don't
You
think it
remember
is.
that shit?
Yeah, I don't think it is.
Oh, it's not. So something
Yeah,
different.
because they were Glow, right? That's correct.
Yeah, back in
No,
the
no.
80s, and then I know it came back in like the early 2000s.
That's what I'm telling you. It's that kid that won the lottery.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I remember that shit. So I don't
Where's
know.
the media guy to look
I'm-
it up right now?
I know. Look it up, Manny. Just
Yeah.
Manny's
type it in.
confused.
Google
Yeah.
it.
My Palm Pilot. Sing out my Palm Pilot.
Yeah, but no, man. That's just super fresh. When I seen you do the transformation when you put out the picture, I was really proud, man. I was like, fuck yeah, homegirl
Thank
got
you.
down. Fuck yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
And I see you on there and all that shit. And how you fitting in though? Is everything good? You feeling it?
Oh yeah, everything's been great. You know, the locker room is amazing, you know, working with a lot of talented, powerful girls. It's really, I'm like honored to be a part of that because oh God, it's been such a journey. Like, all the hard work and everything, it definitely pays off. And it's just been a lot of fun learning and growing and, helping me become a better person every day.
Oh yeah.
I really love how they're doing the entrances, how they're
Oh
doing
yeah.
all that, like the way all that is filmed and all that. I think it's perfect. I think it works like it's on the dot. Well, what is it like filming those little intros?
It's a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun with it. It's just, a lot of creativity. And so like back then when I was like growing up watching wrestling, like that would always catch my eye too, like the entrances and like, your character and everything. So I have a lot of fun with that. It's a lot of fun.
You know
That's
what?
cool.
Sometimes if the like depending on how the entrance went, I enjoyed the match more because the entrance was bigger and your was really good, you know. And sometimes
Yeah,
the entrance was it does affect it. I think it does affect the
right.
match. The way people look at it, because it's entertainment, right?
Right. It's like first impressions, like is this is gonna go down pretty good? Like, you gotta have that energy.
And
Oh
the way that I almost said blow, the way that WoW puts it together, the way that they put it together, and the way that it's, I love it. I think it's amazing. I think it's badass.
Yeah.
now, do you talked about a little bit of creativity. Do you get like do you got road agents that like sort of take you under their wing and sort of uh like they do in WWE, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? You usually have like one road agent is over like a couple matches, you know what I'm saying? And they supervise it to a point. Um, do you guys have that down there?
We do, yeah. So we do have our trainer. Her name's Selena Majors. She makes sure everything's like on track. She's the creative person with like storylines and putting all of our stuff together, also training us as well. So yeah, we do have that, which is awesome, I think.
Oh yeah. And where's she from?
Um, I'm not really sure where she's from, but I know she was also a part of Glow back in the day and
Oh,
WoW.
okay.
She goes by the
Sounds
name
like a
Bambi.
familiar name. Sounds like
By
a
Yeah.
familiar
Bambi?
name.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. Because I remember I don't know if they renewed the seasons. I think they only had 2 or 3 seasons, but I know Glow was on Netflix.
Yeah.
They
Mhm.
they they had it on Netflix, like the backstory and in the early 80s and everything when everything was going on. Um, and that was a few years ago, but I don't know if they're doing it anymore. Um, but a lot of people start liking that because they start learning the history of
Mhm.
female wrestling. You know what I mean? And of course, like it says, we interviewed you before. If you for the people that are listening now and didn't catch that first interview, could you tell us a little bit more about your background, like how you got interested in the wrestling and stuff like that?
Sure, yeah. So I pretty much became a big fan of wrestling growing up. I watched it a lot with my older brother, and the person I looked up to a lot was China. I know I mentioned like she's the powerhouse, like, I love that style, like the hard hitting. I thought that was pretty cool. And, growing up, I was always in sports and I was very self-conscious about the way I looked. I got picked on about it. But I didn't let that break me down. I worked with what I had, and wrestling was like the thing. I was like, hey, why am I not doing this? Like, you only have one life to live, so go for it. So then I ended up joining the school here in San Antonio and started training and, taking bumps and learning cool things along the way. And it's brought me to where I am now. And I'm living proof that you can make your dreams happen.
It's fucking badass.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Definitely, man. Because I mean,
Yeah.
you've been in the game now for how many years?
I started training during back when the pandemic happened, so like 2020.
Okay.
But in the indie scene, I started like 2021. So I mean, I guess like 3 years, 2 years around there, I
Damn.
Yeah,
would say.
which isn't
Yeah.
bad at all. I mean,
That's good.
honestly, to get springboarded into a federation now is WoW like can they find it on the internet, or is it on the West Coast on TV?
Hold on, Manny. I almost
Oh.
corrected you and said it's Glow. I need to get that through my head. It's wow.
It's wow, bro. It's wow.
I almost jumped in and corrected you and said, Manny, it's Glow. All right, my bad. Sorry about that.
So like, can they find it on like is it on YouTube, or like is it on TV like on the West Coast?
Also, you could catch WoW. It comes on every weekend.
Okay.
If you go to our website, it's wowe.com. We have like this search engine where you just put in your zip code wherever you live, and it'll pop up the channel where you could watch us. If you miss any of the episodes over the weekend, they do upload our matches on YouTube. So you just look up Women of Wrestling WoW, and then all of our matches will pop up, so you could catch it there.
Oh wow, that's what's up. Dang, that's
Yeah.
real cool. That's
This
cool, man.
Pretty awesome. She was speaking on like the power moves and stuff like that. Like you're getting that like really down.
Thank
You
you.
can see it in your style in all your matches. Like it's getting cleaner and cleaner every time.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You know what I mean? I think it looks really good. And I also love what WoW is doing for, because we've talked about it, in the past or whatever, how women, they tend to go out there and throw more out there. You know what I mean? Because they got to fight harder to get up there. And, honestly, to me, when I watch WWE now, I'm looking more forward to all the women's matches over the wrestling. Same thing with like this Royal Rumble. I enjoyed the women's one better. And for WoW to have something that's all that, I think it's just awesome. I love what it does.
It's incredible. Like that's something I really love about the company and the brand. It's family friendly, it's sports entertainment, but it's focused on women, like we're the whole show. And I appreciate that, because I mean, who doesn't love watching women's wrestling? It's awesome.
Then later on they could add a gimmick where like one of the girls brings a man in and it's like, what the hell? What is she doing?
Yeah. No, actually, I was thinking of that, like
the Amazon.
That, exactly what you're saying is true. I was gonna ask you, like, are you guys gonna do that? Use men as that shit? Because I was thinking of a fucking an angle with you, you know what I'm saying, where someone's fucking with you. Because I'm older now, you know what I'm saying? So I could play like your overprotective uncle. And you could call me Santiago Antonio. You know what I'm saying? San Antonio and shit.
There you go.
San Antonio.
That'd be fresh.
Man.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, man. Pinche tío.
Look at Ash trying to work his way in, trying to get his angle in, trying to get a foot in the door.
Trying to get signed. Wow, look at him.
Fuck, man.
Exactly. They're gonna put you in a wig and a dress coming on, and be like, you gotta come out like that. That's how you gotta come out.
You're killing Santiago, bro. Shut the fuck up.
Santiago killed himself, fool. As soon as it came out your mouth.
Come on, you know what I was trying to do, though. I was trying to rip.
Shelton's mom and shit. Benjamin Shelton's mom.
Oh, yeah.
Some things should not be spoken.
No, but what about on merch? Do they allow you to like have merch and stuff or not? Or do they have merch for you?
That I'm hoping we get merch. We haven't had anything yet, but as soon as we do, I can't wait to, share it with you guys or everybody. It'd be pretty cool.
Man. Yeah.
There it is.
Awesome.
Once again, I'm gonna be the first one with the GG bootleg shirt.
There you go.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna be the first one.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Bootleg.
Like,
And the 8x10. 8x10. KFT's gonna practice signing your name and shit.
Yeah. I'm
There we
pretty
go.
good. I'm pretty good. I got some good penmanship. I can work it.
Manny's like, I'm gonna do it too, but he just puts 2 G's. It's like, hey, Manny,
exactly. 2 G's. That's it.
It's not like that, Manny.
That's it.
Yeah, man. Oh man.
Oh, crazy.
What a fresh ass story though, honestly, because I know prior to getting to that, you wrestled with somebody named Key Vibes, which she's fresh as fuck too, she's really awesome. And I mean, hopefully, and she's doing really good too, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Yeah, she is. Right now, she's the RCW Women's Champion.
Right.
Like she's doing really good things. I'm happy for her. You know, she's like my sister,
Right.
and you know, we work really well together. You know, she teaches me a lot. I teach her things, and I like we want each other to win. You know, because there's room for everybody in this business, and I love working with Key Vibes. She's awesome.
Yeah, no,
Well,
definitely, man.
what I remember were that the Rockers were like brothers, and Marty and Sean, you know what I mean? They whooped ass together. They won titles, matches all across the world. But at the end of the day, you know, Sean had to put him through that glass. You know what I mean? It had to be done.
Yeah.
And Marty was no more.
Already was no more.
Marty was no
Don't
more.
So don't be Marty though, right? Is that what
Don't be Marty.
Don't be a Marty.
Don't get Marty.
Gigi said, "Hey, I got that super kick, fool. I ain't Marty."
I ain't
She
Marty.
she said, "I'm not Marty. I don't know about anybody else in this conversation."
She's like,
Oh,
I
man.
don't even know who Marty is. Right?
Crazy, man.
I know Sean, but not Marty.
See?
Damn.
But so how's your family adapting to it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, is it a big surprise to them how fast everything's coming along for you?
Oh my gosh, my family is like they're like my biggest supporters. Like it's
Awesome.
crazy how like close it's brought all of us together. Like they even flown out to LA to watch one of my
Wow.
live tapings. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like they're such big wrestling fans now.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, they've always got my back. Like they're so happy, and I mean that's what I do it for too, you know, for my family.
Yeah.
That's like the inner family, but that outside family, you know,
Right.
raza. They're like,
Yeah.
¿Tú crees lucha? Lucha, ¿qué es esto? You know what I mean? They're sitting there
Exactly.
hating on that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And well,
But
So now have you taken anybody I know you talked about how close you and Vibes are, but like
Mhm.
have you taken anybody else from the school and sort of start mentoring them a little bit or anything like that yet?
yeah.
Or no, not yet.
Um, yeah, there's some other women at our school that are, you know, still working their way to graduating and, you know, having their first match. And it's been really fun working with them and you know, teaching them the things and the important things about wrestling and helping them out. You know, me and Key kind of have that we do that for them, like, you know, we help them out and all that. So it's pretty cool. And you know, just to help other women, I enjoy that. You know, maybe one day I could be a trainer. That would be really
Yeah.
cool too one
Oh,
day.
dude, yeah, definitely. That's
Yeah,
really cool. That's cool that you're thinking like that.
you
yeah.
know
Yeah.
what? Last time we had Vibes, I mean, she was nice. I mean, I love Vibes to death, but she was nice. But once we mentioned your name, she wasn't so nice.
Yeah, dude.
You
Yeah,
know?
Shit. That wasn't cool.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
heard
And we were like,
that.
whoa, we're not gonna get in between this, but you gotta chill out a bit. But she didn't. She's like, no,
She was a
you
little
gotta tell me
sour.
to stop.
No, and
She
you know what
was.
fucked it up though? You know what fucked it up though? Somebody named Manny kept calling her Miss Michelle. And we're
Oh
like, "It's
yeah,
Vibes."
that's right. That's right.
And he's like, "Oh, I am so sorry about
Somebody
that," like
named
5 times.
Manny. And Ash was over there smiling the whole time. He didn't try to give me a lead out or nothing. Ash was just like, yeah, keep calling her that. Keep calling her that.
I couldn't see you.
Don't
We were on the
question yourself,
phone,
bro.
man.
It's like, so
Yeah, it was a little
Michelle,
different.
she was like, it's Vibes.
Yeah,
It's
that was
Vibes.
funny.
But
She's like, I ain't that cheater. And we're like, whoa, okay.
I
All
was
right.
like, cheater,
Oh,
where's
that's
that
right.
coming from? First of
Yeah, she
all.
Yeah.
called you a cheater and stuff. Yeah, man. We were like, whoa. We're like,
Those are fake
uh-oh.
titles she holds. She said something like that. We're like, damn. That's
Yeah, I don't
raw.
know how I feel about that cheater word.
Oh man. But
It's like
yeah, because we had your head trainer Chris Marvel on last week, and what we talked about was I thought it would be a great idea to have somebody who's graduated and a guy that's graduated, and then another younger guy who's only been training for like a month or two to get
Mhm.
the two different perspectives of the business. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Of their opinion of the business. And that, you know, of course, that's what we want to pick your brain too. Um, like I says, of course, you know, like same thing Marvel said. He told it to us last week. He says, in this business, I've been doing it for how many years did he say he's been doing it, guys? Almost like
Almost over 20 years, I believe.
over
Yeah, I
20
said like
years.
25.
Yeah.
And yeah, and he's still learning.
Mhm.
And
And
he's like,
he's
when
80 years old and look how good he looks. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, right? At 80, look at him.
you know what I'm saying?
He looks better
And
than Ric Flair.
he's just like, you know, when you think you know everything, that's when it's time to hang it up. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
so it's cool that you're talking about how you're opening your eyes, you're learning new things. Um, you're learning how different companies run
Yeah.
their product different, you know what I
Mhm.
mean, than everybody else's. Because every independent scene is different. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like I can vouch for that. That I've rarely met two promoters that run their promotion like the same exact way. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? It's like from start to finish, from walking in the door to you get your you know your money at the end of the day. It's totally different. You know what I'm saying? Um, but
Well,
like
speaking of that, Manny, speaking of that, I have a question for Gigi. Did you ever do an independent match? And at the end of the match, when you went to go collect your pay, did they hand over 2 hot dogs and a can of pop? Were you ever paid that way?
You know what? It's funny that you bring that up because I have never gotten that. And like I'm like, where's my hot dog? Like honestly, like I just want my hot dog.
well, see in San Antonio they pay with tacos.
Yeah.
Or Little Caesars pizzas? One. There you go. You get the whole pizza.
Hilarious, man. I was trying to
You
stay away
did
from
good,
that
so
one.
you get the whole pizza, not a slice.
Oh, that's nice.
Right?
Yeah.
Damn, I gotta take what I can get, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
It's funny shit, man. Fuck yeah. But fucking like with because you completely changed your look. You know, I noticed that, of course. You know, right off the bat. Did you come up with
Mhm.
that?
They kind of go based off of your like backstory, your background. So like with Gigi Gianni, like she's an Italian. She's a stylist, you
All
know,
right.
she's confident. She knows where she came from, but she also knows where she's going. And that's kind
Right.
of like
Okay.
what my character is. So I feel like it plays so well because it's basically me, you know? So that's
Right.
basically how they come up with everyone, you know, and that's pretty cool about WoW because like they go with everyone's walk of life, like their backstory, who they are, what they've gone through, and it helps our audience like invest in each superhero. So that's kind of where they gave me the look and the name and everything.
Dude, that's
so
cool.
they wrote that down and gave you that on paper, and you had to read that and say, "All right, I got to make this work." Is that how that
Pretty
went?
much, yeah. Yeah.
That's,
Yeah.
And
that's
that's pretty.
badass.
That'd be
Well,
hard though, man. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Because like Manny, what about you? Like when you start wrestling, you probably had your character in your head already, right? Or did somebody like
Um, yeah, I mean, I had an idea of my character. Like I mean, I had my stuff already. How do I want to say it? I already had an idea what I wanted to do,
right?
but it was hard to convince my trainer, Dan Severin, to let me do it. He had to
Mhm.
see it to
Mm,
do it because he's like, there's no way these people are gonna cheer for a big 6'2", 300-pound Mexican dude from jail. And
right.
I'm like, I was like, trust me, man. Just let me show you what I got. Let the story let it unfold. And sure enough, wherever there was minorities in the crowd,
Hmm.
they would
Yeah.
cheer for me.
Mhm.
Hell yeah.
And even though I came out straight healing, it didn't matter. They cheered for me. And of course, everybody wanted a piece of the gimmick. And what I mean by that was all kinds of different promotions that I went to. People were like, "Oh, I got this guy that wants to walk you out, and he's a cop, or he's an off-duty cop, or
Oh,
he does the security off duty, and this and that, and he wants to uncuff you." And so the more you start adding to it, the more chances you get to fuck shit up. You know what I'm saying? Hey, with more moving pieces to the puzzle, you got a chance to
They had
a handful of times. Like, I remember one time some fool lost the key to the cuffs, and we're sitting there like, my entrance, I came out, and then he couldn't find it, so then they had to go to the back and get his other spare key, and I'm sitting there waiting outside the ring, like, you
Wow.
know,
No.
yeah, it was crazy, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I mean, I still played the role, you know what I mean? But still, but once he finally let me do my thing, he let me. That's when I start coming up with the backstory, and the whole backstory behind Alcatraz 187 was wherever the nearest prison was. I was on work release via Jackson Prison
hell yeah.
in Michigan, released to the nearest jail, like in Oklahoma or San Antonio or Colorado, whatever the nearest prison was that people knew about. I was transferred there, and this is part of my work release program, is that I had to, wrestle, and that was part of my work release. And so that's when they were like, "Oh man, that's badass! Like,
Yeah.
where did you come up with that?" I was like, "Because I know a bunch of fools in jail." and they were on work release. You know what I'm saying? Halfway houses and shit. And so he was just like, and I just ran with it. You know what I mean? And I was blessed. I was really blessed that, because I've seen it, and I guarantee you, Gigi's seen it, to where some guys and girls go through a couple different gimmicks before they
right.
find their niche. You know what I mean? Before you really find your niche, and it's a good fit. But sometimes you have to play around with things, man, for a while before you find that piece to the puzzle where it's like, bam, that's it. That's
Right.
your money right there. You know what I mean?
You had guys trying to work with you in the gimmick. They're like, "Can I hold your pocket when you come out? Can I
Yeah.
hold your pocket, man?"
He's like, yeah.
Yeah, dude. I used to do that to the referee, fool. The referee, I put my hands on top of my head, and I turn around in the corner. And then when I turn around and they're checking my boots, I used to grab their head and put their head down there and stuff like that.
Oh shit.
Um,
Dirty
You know,
I used to have a shank. I used to have a screwdriver shank
Damn.
with duct tape wrapped
Right,
around it.
right. Hell yeah, man.
In my because I wrestled in Chuck Taylor's, and then
Oh,
a
nice.
lot of the older guys used to try to rip me, because they're like, "Oh man, this dude, he's got the coveralls on from prison, and he's wrestling in Chuck Taylor's, not wrestling boots." And I was just like, "Well, I'm sorry, sir, but who do you know in prison that has wrestling boots?" And
That's true.
they're like, "Yeah, you're right." You know what I'm saying?
that's how you need to rock those Bruce Lee slips.
Or the Crocs,
talking
bro.
about?
The Crocs.
Oh my God,
Crocs.
Crocs all day.
Yeah,
Yes.
Crocs are real
Bloody
deadly.
Crocs.
Hey, but
Ash would say that.
man, fucking guy. No,
Oh,
but
hold on. I wanted to say something. When I was doing the thing, you know what they were trying to get at me? They wanted to put me in like a Mighty Mouse looking suit and call me the Super Kid. I was like, hell
Oh,
no,
man.
I'm not doing that shit. I was like, no.
You know you did. You tried it on at home.
I tried it out in the mirror and I
mirror.
was like,
Fuck.
God
And he
damn, it should
was
look good.
like this in the mirror.
Get off
He
my
was still up at us, walking around.
Only the red trunks
Super
were good.
Kid.
The rest, I was like, nah, I ain't doing this.
God.
Yeah, right. KFT was like, if 1, 2, 3 kid can pull it off, I can pull it off.
Right. I was just
Man.
missing the moulet.
The Moulay. Dude,
Oh.
yo, seriously, that's like the stupidest shit I've ever heard. And I bet you it was Super Nino, huh? It wasn't even Super Kid.
Yeah, it was Super Niño.
Um,
I was like, Super El Niño? And he's like, no, Super Niño. I was like, oh, hell no.
So Gigi, with so much girl stuff going on right now, man, like the guys we're talking about, seriously, the girls in WWE are on fire.
Mhm.
They are on fire from NXT to the main roster, this and that. Do you know the girl who was it again, Ash? That big tall Mexican girl? She's from Texas, right?
Yeah, was her name Raquel?
Yeah.
oh
Raquel.
yes, yeah. Mhm.
What part of Texas is she from? Like
Ooh.
Portland or something?
I'm not exactly where she's from, but I believe she trained in San Antonio.
Yeah, because she's
Yeah.
a big girl, man.
Yeah, she's amazing, and I love watching her.
Did you work
Yeah.
with her or something?
No, I never
Oh, you
worked with
didn't?
her.
Oh,
No.
I thought you did. That's why I was like, oh shit, that'd be fresh, you know. But
But like, who do you keep an eye on? Like for moves right now,
Yeah.
or just to try to hone in a little bit of your character, even if it's in AEW.
Mhm.
Is there any particular few people that you got your eye on?
I usually tend to go through like the old school stuff.
Yeah.
So I watch a lot of like British Bulldog.
Yeah.
I watch a lot of British Bulldog. There's another woman on I believe NXT. She's really, really good. I think it's Santa Mora. Michael.
Oh,
She's
okay.
really
Yeah, yeah,
good.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know who that is.
She's really
Yeah.
good. I like watching a lot of different wrestlers, but a lot of old school I tend to gravitate towards. Like Melina, AJ Lee. You know, it's pretty cool because I
Oh,
get to
yeah.
work with her too, and she's
Damn.
super, super, super down to earth. Like she's so nice. Like
Badass. I think
it's
AJ
crazy
is
to think,
one of
you
the
know.
greatest.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah,
So,
it's
and I
pretty
like how
dope.
she said it nonchalantly. Oh, AJ, you know, I hang out with
Yeah,
AJ.
dude, what the fuck?
So,
No,
She's like,
sometimes I
she's
can't even
like, I
believe
met Shawn
myself.
Michaels.
so is she like a trainer there, or is she a character? Like she's a worker there?
Yeah, she works with us. She's a commentator for a while.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Dude, that's so
Oh,
cool, man.
wow.
it's really cool.
You know what I'm saying? Like, really, that's badass. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah, she's really cool, you know, just getting some advice or tips or anything from her backstage. It's so crazy. Like sometimes it's unbelievable.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
one of the ones that like changed wrestling for women.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
She was at the beginning of that. She might even be the beginning if I'm correct, right?
Yeah,
Right.
she was.
Yeah.
Well, she was on that boat, with the group of girls, her, Natty, Melina. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying?
Bellas.
They went
Yeah.
from the beauty queens to
Mhm.
actually technical wrestling. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I
So
think
that's badass that you're over there working with her. You know,
No.
seeing
Yeah,
her
it's
all that.
incredible, yeah.
no, for real, that is fucking cool. But remember when you were on last time that I told you that we were talking about the Selena kind of thing? This
Oh yes.
this kind of looked like I was like, hey, I wonder if she like did think about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that
Yeah, and like in the indies, I really want to like throw some more of that into like my gear, you know, my gimmick,
mhm.
just like inspired by her because I do love Selena.
Who don't?
Right?
Man,
Yeah.
Ash is all mad when he first saw it. He's like, I told her, Selena. What the hell? I'm not saying
no,
that.
sir. no,
Uh,
that's not what
He
I'm trying to
said-
say. No, fuck
Where's
no.
that purple dress and shit? Where's the
I know.
Exactly.
Gotta
He
pull
said,
out
I
that
said,
purple.
Selena, not Benny Scrabagucci, not Donnie Brasco. What the fuck? She went from being the queen of Cumbia Tejano to Benny Scrabagucci over here. No, I'm just saying.
He was all angry for like a month
Exactly.
Aw.
about it.
Yeah, he was all butthurt. He was like, I don't even know if I want her back on the show, guys.
I was all
Oh,
like,
no.
I'm not gonna pitch that Santiago
Hey.
anymore. Fuck that. All he
Come
fucking
on,
did.
Theo.
You got me too.
Oh fuck. I'm like, oh fuck. Man, that makes me fucking feel old as shit, but
No,
Yeah,
no.
no.
yeah, he's like, okay, I forgive her now. I forgive her now.
So it's
Oh,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So you're rocking the Italian gimmick now, right?
Yeah, yeah. Mhm.
That's awesome, man. I mean, it's pretty close to being Mexican, the whole family thing and this and that. Um, do you watch any of the like the old school like shows that like who was it? Like which shows were they? They like weren't they like the mob wives or something like that? I know they had the
Yeah.
guy
Hmm.
and
Bring up
Yes,
character and
yeah.
get like notes.
Yeah, they have
So,
like Real Housewives of Jersey and all that. I watch all that too.
oh, okay. So yeah,
It's
so you're
catchy.
skipping it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I've been
Damn.
rewatching. I always like it's my favorite series, The Sopranos. Like
Oh,
Oh
I could watch
yeah.
that
yeah,
over
man.
and over and over again. Like I'll watch that and study it too, like some of the stuff they do, and I'm like, oh, that's perfect for Gigi. Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
what's
that's
crazy?
what's up.
A lot of the actresses that end up landing roles that are like that and even kind of like that, they all go back to the one from Goodfellas.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
They all go to her and they all watch her and study her. Like even like Margot went to her for the Wolf on Wall Street and the Harley Quinn voice.
Oh
Oh
wow.
shit.
Crazy, yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
She's like one of those prime actresses
Well,
that they use for characters like that. I think that's
wait,
cool.
you're talking about the wife, right?
Yeah.
Goodfellas? So
Yeah, with
the one,
Ray
the one,
Liotta
yeah, the one on the Sopranos, right?
on Sopranos. She's
Carmela?
the
No, the
what is this?
Sopranos.
Yeah, she's the God damn it. What do you
The
call
shrink.
it? The therapist, the shrink.
Gigi's lost as fuck right now.
I'm trying to remember.
The one
Yeah,
that,
she's the shrink on the Sopranos.
yeah.
But a lot of
Yeah,
people
she's the
go
one
to
that had
that
the
actress.
glasses, Tony's therapist.
Oh, Dr. Milfy.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, see there she got it. She's like, you ain't trying to show me up, shit. I got this shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
Crazy.
come
So
on.
that's cool. So like what about your moves? Um have you added some more what do I want to say? I don't know how to say it right, like more moves to your weapon repertoire, or I don't know
Mhm.
if that's the right word, but like we know you had the one with the leg dropping the leg on him,
Yeah, you
you
still
know
do
what I'm
Yeah.
that?
saying?
Yeah,
And
it's like a handstand leg drop.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I still do that one.
That one
okay,
is shit.
cool,
What
cool.
do you call it?
I haven't come up with names for that actually. I'm like trying to come up with that just so I could give that to them, but it's all gonna be related towards like fashion.
Oh shit.
So
Yeah.
that one, I'm not sure what I'm gonna call it yet.
Or like the Iceman.
No, hell no, man.
Split ends. Call it split
Split
ends.
ends.
Oh shit.
Oh,
That
shit,
was
man.
good.
Straight up, man.
I think I was thinking of like red bottoms, like you know those like those Louis
Oh,
Vuittons,
yeah,
like
yeah,
they're
I
Yeah,
like that.
the Louis
Yes.
Vuitton.
you know what? If the Dwayne does rock bottom, why can't I call mine red bottoms?
Yeah, that's
There you
Hey,
go.
dude, nice. Good.
pretty
It's
good.
true.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I like
Fuck
that
the
shit,
stupid
man.
ass Iceman.
And
What was
they
that? I'm
let you
shutting
keep
up now.
Oh, what's up, dude? My bad.
No, I was just saying I'm gonna shut up now.
Oh, no, they let you keep the Bulldogs move, right? The
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's one of my
Alright, good.
finishers.
good,
Mhm.
yeah,
You,
good.
you know what? All like that bulldog work, you could see it. You could see it.
Oh,
And
thank you.
trust me, me and Ash, we grew up massive bulldog fans. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? He's one of the wrestlers we really, really watched growing up. You know, he's one of those ones where merch, whatever, we bought Bulldog and you could see it. You could see it. I know
Thank
Ash
you.
can tell you that.
No, hell yeah, definitely. Was
And it looks good.
yeah.
Everything is looking good.
And as a
Thank
matter of fact, I think it might be that time, KFT, because we're
shit,
talking
it is
about
that time.
some wrestlers that we respect. You know what I'm saying? What
You know
time
what
is
time
it?
it is? You know what time it is?
What
It's
time is it?
time to take a look at the bad guy.
Oh shit. Boom. Fuck yeah, man.
There
Scott
it is.
Hell
fucking
yeah.
Hall,
Look
Razor
at look at
Ramon.
look
Hall for
at
life.
GG got down with it.
Of course,
GG
bro.
got down with it. That's what's up.
Bad.
But I don't know what side Gigi's gonna be on, but I'll do both.
Oh yeah. I mean,
I don't
are you doing Scott Hall or disco, bro? What the fuck are you doing?
know. Alex Shelley. No.
Oh yeah.
I know that. I know that the white guy, the tall,
Yeah,
skinny
yeah.
white
Is
guy.
that his name?
Yeah, it is.
Alex Shelley.
No, dude, that's not Alex Shelley.
No, Alex
No.
Shelley was a part of the machine gun, Motor
Yeah.
City Machine Guns. What
Alex
the fuck
Wright.
was his name?
Alex
He was
Wright.
in
Alex
WC.
Wright.
Alex
Alex Wright.
Yeah.
Yup.
I was doing Alex Wright.
Oh hell yeah,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, but Scott Hall for fucking life, man. For real.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That was cool. Good looking out, GG. That was cool.
Yeah, that was dope.
But yeah,
So-
man.
Share that moment.
I was.
All of us gave props to Scott Hall, the
Yeah.
man.
But you know what?
Well,
I've been watching Young Rock. I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with that.
No, I haven't.
They haven't
No.
came up with season 2 yet, though. I don't even know if they're gonna come up with it because they would have came out with it already, right?
I'm watching like season 3 right now, Manny.
Oh wow.
Season 3?
Yeah,
How?
I think that's what I'm on, season 3. But either way, on the show, he does this thing where he's like coming up. This is around, I want to say 90, 98, right? It's
Uh-huh.
right after the 98. And there was a part where this black dude came in and his name was Chad Frost, right? And Chad
Okay.
Frost, he says in the show, Chad Frost and Stone Cold Steve Austin were the biggest wrestlers in WWE or WWF at the time, right? And then he heard that somebody was talking shit about him and told Vince, like, this guy's got a big head, you need to drop him down a little. He's not what he says or what the people are saying or whatever. And The Rock finds out and he goes and hits up Triple H, but they tell him that it was Chad. You know what I mean? And then the episode ended and I'm like, who the hell is Chad Frost? Right? I was like, who the hell's Chad Frost?
Mhm.
Well, it turns out that it's Shawn Michaels, but he didn't want to like bury him that way. You know what I mean?
Shit.
Yeah.
So that's why he like picked the complete reverse of Shawn and got a black dude and named him Chad Frost or whatever. Which, if you ask me, he kind of like double punched him in the face, right? Like that makes it even worse. And from now on,
Yeah.
I'm gonna call those type of motherfuckers in my life Chad Frost. So
Yeah.
my question to Gigi is: have you had any Chad Frost in your career?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, actually I haven't. Everything's been pretty cool, working with people. We have like same mutual respect. So I'm glad because I don't want to come towards somebody like that. That's gonna be
Yeah.
kind of crazy. But no, so far it's been pretty good in the industry.
That's crazy because Chad Frost come from like way back in the day. Now it's a different sport. Like I remember Violent J said one time, like when he would go to backstage to wrestling, it was like a whole different thing now. Like everyone's really young, they all stand up for each other. They all speak up now. They're in control of their own, of their own shit. You know what I mean? When back in the day, it was like one grouchy old man that told people, "You ain't shit. You're not gonna make it. You're nothing."
Yeah.
Held everyone back. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of crazy. I don't know what kind of if Manny had any Chad Frost.
I did, but I didn't know it.
Oh,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? I didn't know a lot of them until like way after the fact, because of course, and I mean I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but nobody ever said anything to my face. You know what I mean? It was always when I wasn't around or whatever. And especially when they would say that promoters had beef with me. And I'm like, if they got beef with me, why am I still getting booked? You know what I mean? Like I didn't understand that. You know what I'm saying? So I just took it for what
Because you were like this big and you were in a convict suit. You know what I'm saying?
Wonder why.
They don't want to walk up to you up to here and say, "Hey, I got a problem with you." with the screwdriver in the truck.
Exactly, dude. I ain't lying. Just like Sabu, bro. Sabu had the nail. Sabu had the nail in his boot. I had the fucking flathead screwdriver, bro. Craftsman. cabrón, craftsman.
Nah, but in the show, that's what that episode was about. That they never
Mhm.
talk shit to you in your face. They do
Yeah,
it all behind, but in front of you, they're good friends. And
Oh yeah.
apparently, like he's never gotten along with Sean until this day. He doesn't say what's up to him or nothing.
Man, that's
Wow.
fucked, man.
Like him and Sean do not get along, and he does not like Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
well, Sean's got a long track record, man. I mean, he was hated on for such a long time for his ability, and then he also he was the man, though, man. I mean,
Fuck
to be
yeah.
honest with you, at a particular point in time, he was the showstopper. He was Mr. WrestleMania. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm being honest. Can't nobody deny that fact. And some people get that in their head, and I'm the shit. And it's not that they came up with it. It's other people were telling them. You know what I mean? And so that's where I was gonna ask. That's where I was gonna ask Gigi was, um, where have you met like a lot of the other girls? Like where did they find a lot of the other girls? Was it through the independent scene, or like how did they find some
Manny,
of your
you can't turn this into a shoot interview, Manny. Okay.
It's already happened. It's already happened.
Well, my
Oh
bad.
yeah. To, to answer your question, Manny, yeah, no, they do find them from like the independent circuit. They have tryouts too, so that's where
Oh,
they
okay.
pick up most of the women. Yeah.
That's cool. And now do they have a big like a big melting pot? Like they have different minorities, and you know, it's not all just like, because I know some promotions, they get it stuck in their head, and it's just a straight minority promotion.
Mhm.
Or the only people who go over are the minorities. And it's like, bro, man, that's not how you do real life. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're teaching these kids, and you know what I mean? Whatever. But I mean, so anyways, I mean, like, have they picked anybody from like Mexico or Canada or Japan or anything like that yet?
Yeah, we have one woman wrestler. She's from Jalisco, Mexico,
Oh,
and her name's
wow.
Tormenta, and she's amazing. Like I know she's wrestled for AAA, and
Okay.
she's really good. Yeah, so it's pretty cool because like they're pretty diverse with our locker room, and like everybody's different culture, different backgrounds, and it's like a melting pot. So it's pretty amazing.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's awesome.
when I was a kid, I used to try to look for that, and like the closest Mexican to me was like Ricky Steamboat. So I'm like,
Mhm.
fuck it, he's close enough. He's Mexican to me. So that's
Yeah.
why I treat it as the Mexicano.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
No, I don't
cool
know,
because
bro.
you're invested.
I don't know. You don't think it was Scott Hall the way? Razor Ramon?
Yeah.
No.
Shit,
Yeah.
I mean,
it was.
later on,
Yeah.
but in the beginning, bro,
No, no, the
He
mustache, no.
dressed like my uncles. Same
Yeah,
Yeah, but
haircut, he followed with the chains and shit.
Los
yeah,
Bucks
bro,
and
but
shit.
that was later on. I'm talking
Oh no,
before
no, no.
that. We had Hercules Hernandez,
Yeah,
which
that
was he looked like fucking Canelo. He was the whitest Mexican dude I've ever seen, and he had freckles. Um, Tito Santana,
I was
he
gonna
had,
say Tito too.
you
yeah,
know
I was
what I'm
gonna say Tito.
saying? And that was about it at the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but Scott Hall actually, as Razor Ramon, did affect like our crowd growing up, because we did see him as a Latino.
Just because he
You
said
know?
Chico and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like we did see him that way, and it did affect us. Like we were like, man, this is our guy right here. We gotta
And
box him
Ramon
up.
and shit. You know.
And I'm telling you, he had the same mullet that all the Mexican, all the raza had at that time.
At the dances
You
and
know what
shit.
I mean? And all the chains and all that shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? When my tios would go to the dances, they were dressed exactly like Scott Hall. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
Voy pa'l baile.
In
Have,
the
like,
in
the
the
hair back.
Yeah,
the
You know
man.
what I'm saying? That shit was dripping. That shit. You know what I mean?
Like Soul Glow, cabrón, Soul Glow.
Hey Gigi, cause I know we're running out of time and shit. You know, we could go on forever, but I wanted to ask you about earlier how you were saying that you were self-conscious and shit, you know, like you weren't too confident in yourself. Like how do you feel now? Like just so people know from like kind of from when you were down to where do you feel now? You know what I mean? As in, because you know what I'm saying, you could see it. You're glowing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, thank you.
And
Yeah,
yeah,
You
no,
know,
for real.
I mean that as with all respect. You know what I mean?
Ashes, wow, it's not glow anymore. Damn,
She's wowing.
wowing.
It's wowing.
Wowing.
She's wowing.
Hey.
it's a good one.
Yeah, wowing.
No, but no, it's definitely changed for me. You know, I still have my moments. There's still times where I could be in my head or whatever, but I feel like with wrestling itself, it's definitely helped my confidence and you know, it's helped me be myself authentically and, you know, being unapologetic, like just being myself and just having that energy where I just feel good, like I just feel powerful, empowered, like, you know, so like my confidence is up there now. Like I feel good and like I'm doing this because I'm doing it for my 12-year-old self. You know,
Yeah,
I'm
Yeah,
making
man.
her proud.
That's beautiful.
Making
that's
her
what's up.
proud. Like every time I go out there, I'm like, this is for her. I'm doing that for her. Like this is her going out there. So yeah, my confidence has definitely gone high.
Damn, man. That's
You know what?
Yeah.
I
beautiful
think I
shit.
think that's like I think that's right there like a key to success is that when you find that one the spot where you were at when you wanted some, and if you keep going to that and do it for that person, you know what I mean? Like she said, her 12-year-old self,
Mhm,
that's what keeps you going with shit, keeps you creative, it keeps you at that mind state. Because the older you get, man, everything starts fading away, right?
mhm.
So
Yeah,
you gotta find somewhere to dive in. You know what I'm
right.
saying? I think that's awesome.
Oh, hell
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it helps you out physically and mentally. Um, Again, I know we touched in about this before, our first interview, but is there any advice that you would give to another young 12-year-old girl, not necessarily about wrestling, but just being a strong Latino woman like yourself? What kind of advice would you give them right now?
I would say anything it is that you want to do, just go for it, you know. Um, you can make your dreams happen. Like if anything bad is going on and you know you feel alone, like always talk to somebody, you know, you have your mentors and if there's something that's gonna help you, like for me, it's wrestling. It definitely gets me out of my head, music, you know, being with my family. Um, I would say just go for it. Whatever it is that you want to do, whatever you set your mind to, just go for it. Just keep going because you never know where it will take you, you know?
Yeah,
And
definitely.
that's wrestling that she's doing. Like that shit, it's not easy. You know, that's hard
Oh,
training. You know that it's painful.
yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't want to get up every day to go, you know, take bumps. Like you're like, "Oh, I don't want to do it today." Like that takes a lot of determination. You know what
right.
I
Yeah,
mean? It's not easy stuff. Even though the dream is there, you know what I mean? It's hard work that you have to put in. So that's pretty awesome, you know, to know that, you know, they could see Gigi and say, like, hey, she did it, I can too.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah,
What she wants to do,
exactly.
you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, fuck yeah, man.
And those wow, I almost said glow again. Those wow matches, like I'm not even playing, man. I love them. I love them. I think you're kicking ass, and like I said, I can see all your move sets, how everything's getting clean. I really do love them. I think you're doing a good job. And it's all looking good. It's all working out well.
so before we let you go, Gigi, is there any way, like, so say some of our fans would like to get an 8x10 of you, um, and if you still have some of your merch from before or anything like that, um, like where can they locate that, or where can they find your matches,
Mhm.
and stuff like that? The floor is yours.
Yeah, so if you're wanting to reach out or follow any of my social media accounts, with my WoW accounts, I go by wow underscore Gigi Gianni. That's on Twitter, Instagram, and we have TikTok too. So you could follow me on all those socials. For my
Wow.
indie account, it's Gia Michelle underscore, and you can reach me there too.
Okay. And then where can they find like some of your matches again? Is on YouTube? They look up WOW or
Yeah, so you just look up WOW Women of Wrestling, and then their YouTube page will pop up, or you could visit their website, WOWE.com.
okay. Cool. Thank you. We appreciate that, man. And definitely now that she gave you the information, we're definitely gonna drop whatever info she just gave. We're gonna put it in the description so you can definitely follow her and show her support, man. Show her some Talks Hit love. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Fellas, you guys got anything?
Look, I'm a fan for life.
Yeah.
As long as you're going, I'm gonna be there forever. You know, I know Ash and Manny feel the same. It's really awesome from the first time that we talked to you to where you're at now, and you know, we hope you keep pushing that. You know what I'm saying? And when you're way up there and I'm way behind here, I'll be, you know, I'll buy the what do you call it? The nosebleed section ticket. But I'll be up there cheering. You know what I'm saying?
No, you know what though? You know what? He's not lying. Those fucking the fucking what is it? Nosebleeds.
Yeah, with the bar in the front.
That's how he likes to do his shit. He's a cheap bastard, bro. The last time we went to Raw, I was like, bro, fuck those $20. Yeah, they're good. They're good. I look back, bro. The wall was right there, literally, and I was like, no.
John Cena was like that big.
I'm not doing this shit. Yeah, and I was like, bro, I'm never doing this again. But anyways,
I can see this little green dot running and like moving fast into the ring.
What do you mean? You're not supposed to be able to see John Cena.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Help him out.
She
got he was all mad. He was all mad because he wasn't up close and Roman Reigns didn't cut through the crowd and touched him. He was all mad about it.
No, bro, it was bullshit.
Why did Roman Reigns touch him?
KFT said, but did you die? Did you die?
But either way, when I'm back in those nosebleeds, you know, Gigi's in the ring and she's the next dot I see. You know, I'm down.
Yeah,
You
no.
know what I mean? I'm gonna be there cheering with a sign that nobody could see. It don't matter.
No,
you know what I mean?
No, real shit though, man.
But yeah, you got fans for life here. That's for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Appreciate that.
Yeah, so we really appreciate you being back on. You know, we've been
yeah.
this moment and shit.
Yes, thank you.
And
hopefully you come back. Yeah, hopefully you come back.
Yeah.
You know, we'll be ready for that. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
And you know what though? Hold up. I wanted to say something. I know that Gigi was watching the Super Bowl. I did not watch it, and I have no idea what happened. So
somebody won.
So who
Rihanna
won?
Huh?
Rihanna won.
There you go. I only watched it for the halftime.
Oh, okay, that was it.
All right.
Oh,
I know who won.
So wait, who was the halftime then?
Rihanna.
It was Rihanna?
Yeah.
Was it good?
Her and her baby.
Yeah,
baby?
I saw that.
She's pregnant again.
Yeah.
What? No shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it was
nobody
like
knows
an
who won the
announcement.
Super Bowl?
The Chiefs way.
Yeah.
The
The
Chiefs,
Chiefs
yeah.
won?
Chiefs won it. They pulled
Why did
it
you
out.
score my shit? I'm
What was
scoring
the
my
score?
I was hoping
don't know.
my numbers would hit. I didn't care about who was gonna win or not, but yeah, man, Chiefs won.
All right.
Mhm.
Well, I'm an AFC West fan, so I go for anybody on that side, whether it's Chargers, Chiefs, Broncos, or Raiders.
Damn. Nah,
And Chargers.
Yeah, I don't think the Raiders are close. Anytime
Hey,
soon.
Manny, hey, Manny.
I'm just saying, man.
Right.
Hey, when the Raiders make it to the Super Bowl, so will the Detroit Lions coming on. Same thing. That'll be in who will be in the Super
see.
Bowl is the
Hey,
Raiders.
I love the Lions, all right? I love the Lions. They're my
All
second team. All right?
Oh man, but all right. Thank you again, Gigi. We
Yeah,
appreciate
gracias.
it. It means a lot. We know you're busy. Know you got a lot on your plate right now, but thank you for making time for us and our fans, man. We really appreciate it. Anytime we can do anything for you. Like you said, if you guys started doing house shows around stuff, definitely let us know and we'll promote that as much as we can. The same thing, like I told Marvel, I know he promoted his last show that he's got coming up, and we told some of our friends that our Talk Shit fans that are in San Antonio, and we were like, you got to go check out this fucking show, man. It's you got to support hybrid wrestling. You know, you go to see WWE or whatever. Why can't you just spend $10 to go see a local wrestling show and help some of our people out that are our friends? You know what I mean?
Right.
And you know, go check out River City Championship Wrestling.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. So yeah, man, anything we can do to help you out, we're down for you. You know that. You got 3 homeboys right here.
Thank
We'll
you.
go for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if you have anything that you do or that pops up, like make sure you send it to us so we could put it out as well.
Mhm.
And then if you catch me saying like good things, the key vibes, like hey, don't get mad. Okay. Okay.
I'm for you, KFC.
No, I was gonna tell you, you better hurry up and pitch that fucking Santiago Antonio. If not, I'm gonna come out as Key Vibes fucking Uncle Keystone, bro.
Metal uncle.
He's gonna jump over the railing. He's gonna jump over the railing, and security's gonna spear his ass.
He's all coming out with, hey, the Spurs have Raider colors, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Old school David Robinson jersey. Steel Keystone.
Fucking Keystone. All right then. Hey, Gigi, man, it was a fucking pleasure. Seriously, man. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys. No, I appreciate you guys so much for having me back. And, thank you so much for promoting hybrid. I want to give a shout out to them too, because,
Yes, go ahead, go
everyone
ahead.
there is incredible. Like, support your local wrestlers. Like, check
Hell
them
yeah.
out. They're amazing talent. So, yeah, I just want to say that.
No, awesome.
Thank you
Hell
guys.
yeah.
Shout out to
100%.
Hybrid. Fuck yeah.
Yes.
Right. Give a thumbs up if you know what's up, and give a thumbs down if you're down. Peace.
Punk's hit is a shit!